Hello everyone and welcome in Let's Connect with Prerna. Good morning. My today's live session is with Principal of Springdales School, Pusa Road, New Delhi, and I'm inviting Mala ma'am to join in for my conversation today. Good morning everyone. My today's live conversation is with Dr. Mala Gupta. She's Principal of Springdale School, Pusa Road, New Delhi.
Yeah.
Hi ma'am, good morning.
Good morning. How are you, Prerna?
I'm good ma'am, I'm good.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
welcome once again, everyone. My today's conversation is with Dr. Mala Gupta, Principal, Springdale School, Pusa Road, New Delhi. Welcome, ma'am.
Yeah. Thank you so much. So this is a new thing. You made me very young. I took Instagram.
Thank you. So, ma'am,
Yeah.
to begin my conversation, to begin with the questions, ma'am, now that schools have reopened, right? What
Yeah.
kind of changes are you noticing? Because for 1.5 year, in fact, almost 2 years, schools were shut. So,
Absolutely.
what kind of changes are you noticing when we talk about students?
So the changes are varied. First thing is everybody is very happy getting back to the school. And you'll be surprised as when I see small students, young children,
Yeah,
prep and first and second, like prep and nurseries have never seen the school.
right.
When they got admission in nursery, after that there was COVID. So
Yeah,
actually, students of nursery of March have now come in first class.
true.
So, they are looking at everything with curiosity. And for them, everything is so new and so nice.
So nice.
If I look at the middle school, the same kind of response I see.
Yeah.
In senior school, I see a mixed response. A mixed
Okay.
response is that they're very happy to meet with their friends. They're very happy to visit their labs.
Yeah.
But at the same time, uh, they've become very complacent at home. They've come to their comfort zone. So
Yeah.
anything, I find a lot of attitudinal changes in the
Okay.
young adolescents of today.
Yeah.
A lot of attitudinal changes, and I have a feeling it is not just a learning gap of 2 years, but it is a learning gap of many years.
So true, ma'am. So true.
And
Ma'am,
I'm a beta prerna, so I can always tell you there are conditioned reflexes. When
yeah.
the comes to school, or we start giving instruction, okay, wash your hands, walk in a line, do this, and it takes some time for them to respond.
To
Yeah,
respond.
and
True.
once
So
it
true.
sets, they are there. So I think we have to start from there. There's a huge lot of work for educationists, I think, everywhere.
So
But
true.
it's
So true.
one feels so happy uh, hearing voices around yourself. Otherwise, it was very dull. The school was a very dull place. Yeah,
Yeah. Mala ma'am, if I ask the same, question, if I talk about teachers, because, I've been doing this conversation since the COVID, was at its peak in
yeah.
2021. And I
Hmm.
have realized that during this phase, I mean, obviously children have suffered a lot, but teachers, people sitting inside the school premises, educators, people in charge of administration, they have gone through a lot of things.
Oh.
So here I would like you to speak on behalf of the entire teachers fraternity that your experience during the COVID time and now when the schools are reopening, what do you have to say for, teachers?
So, Prerna, I will say that my teachers are COVID healers. Everybody talked about, uh, frontline warriors.
Yeah,
But I think one thing which never stopped was education, imparting education.
yeah,
And what we used to hear, the teachers are lifelong learners. We've seen it ourselves,
yes, yes,
including me, myself, how difficult it was for online teaching. And understand, if this is an institution which is 67-year-old institution, I
yeah,
have teachers who have given 36 years of their life and
right,
are on the fag end of superannuation, and at that time we are expecting them to learn various technologies.
True.
But
So true.
teachers have never die attitude. And everybody, whether they were 59, 59 plus, or young girls, or middle-aged teachers, everybody took it as a challenge
Yes.
and bettered themselves.
Yes.
And so to ask teachers that, okay, after your delivery, ask a feedback, ask your students, and what remarkable things they used to write for their teachers, that we enjoyed the lessons. Because see, technology definitely have, like every coin has both the sides, technology has both boon and bane. Boon
Yes.
is something which, something you can show it to them using animations, videos are
Right.
available, movies
Right.
are available. You're
Right.
teaching your class on anything, and you can show them alive,
Yeah.
and that gauges their interest level.
Yeah.
Again, if I give you my example, if I'm teaching anything, if I'm teaching reproductive system into 12th class or genetics, I'm showing them movies. They are so happy, you know. But
True.
at the same time, what I missed was drawing a diagram on the board, making a thematic scheme on the board, because
Yeah.
that makes child understand.
True.
That point is missing. Children
Yeah.
have a habit of, writing down simultaneously, taking
Yeah.
notes,
Yeah.
important things. With technology, what happened that they knew the teacher is going to send me,
Yeah.
a ready-made, points, bullet points. So in some way, they became very complacent. They thought everything is going to be given to them in their, whether it is a G suit or it is a Teams. Because technology is also improving.
True.
So that was one thing where we are really struggling. And
True.
also, they become very complacent. They have become very in their comfortable zone.
True.
Uh, they were accustomed of online testing, and today it is needless to say, online testing is no testing at all.
So true. So
Yeah.
true.
So
Yeah.
now when I convince them that you have to come and take offline examination assessment. In Springdales, we have no examination policy till 8th standard.
Okay.
This is a policy which was, initiated and now is followed in many schools by our founders, the Padma Shri, Mrs. Rajni Kumar, Dr. Rajni Kumar. So from ninth, I had to do series of meetings with my parents, but I could convince them, and
Yeah.
really happy to note that, from 9 to 12, all examinations took place offline, and
Okay.
everybody. But
Yeah.
yes, we had to listen to the students. It was both ways. Students said that, make us more, it became more student centric. But of
Yeah.
course, we all are there for the students. So
So
I
true.
made changes, and I'm happy that all my examination took place offline. My teachers have read very hard. It's very hard. And,
Yeah.
it is enough to say that do a hybrid mode.
Yeah. Yeah.
But doing a hybrid mode is not easy.
Easy. So true.
And so who's working double? It is the teachers. It is the
Teachers.
education is working
Yeah.
double. They are
Yeah.
first teaching children in the offline mode, and see their job is now 24/7,
True.
because students have, they had a feeling that, okay, anything and everything can be sent to my teacher as a
Yeah.
message, and
Yeah.
then they expect the teacher to respond
To
immediately.
respond. So true. So
Yeah.
true.
So this is
I
this
was
is
coming. Yeah. Please, ma'am.
Yeah. So I thought the teachers' really work was commendable. Uh,
Commendable. True.
how they have worked through, they bettered themselves, they have hopped from one technology to the other.
Yes.
Because we also had to take care of student safety and security.
True. So true.
When you are online, you are vulnerable to everything. So yeah,
True.
it was a really challenging zone.
Right. I was coming to this only, Mala ma'am, because I talk to a lot of students too, a lot of parents. When they talk about hybrid, they still have this at the back of their mind that teachers ka kaam to kam ho gaya hai na, Prerna ma'am. So this is why I wanted to ask about hybrid, because I personally feel now teachers are 24/7 available for parents, for students. So I would like you to explain here that hybrid model is not about which actually reducing the pressure or the work responsibilities. It is adding on more.
I will explain through an example. See, earlier the teacher used to prepare. See, a teacher, yes, is a lifelong learner. She prepares for the lesson. A good teacher always
Yeah.
prepares. Now, when she is preparing for the lesson, she is a guru of that particular subject, because I consider the subject that the teacher is choosing to deliver is her passion.
Yeah.
Now, in online, what is happening, not only the teacher is preparing, but teacher also has to, be ready with a kind of a presentation. Now,
True.
when it's a presentation, it is not a PowerPoint presentation, because now we say PowerPoint presentation is so boring and so dull. So
So
it has
done.
to have some kind of elements of videos, some animated structures, some thematic schemes, some mind maps. Now, children, I hope, have understood that for a 40 minutes lesson, teacher actually for one lesson is sitting for more than 2.5 hours,
Right.
finding out information, clubbing the information,
Right.
making what, because for example, I don't feel happy taking anything from the net. I don't feel, because it's not my way of teaching. So then I will visit many places, then I will make my
Yeah.
own. It takes more than 2.5 hours to prepare for one class. It is not. And now when you say hybrid, suppose I've called my children in the school, following all COVID protocols, I can have 20 students in my class, but my class strength is 42. So my 22 students are sitting at home. So that means I am attending first to the 20 students physically,
Second to the yes.
and then children are gauging who are sitting at home, maybe online, and they may be hearing my voice and they may be seeing whatever is there on the board, but they have a feeling that I am not attending to them one to one.
Right. Right. So
That means
true.
later part in the evening, I'll be sitting with those 20 students of 21 who are sitting at home and take their doubts. In
Yeah.
my school, what we have done is in the evening, we've got cluster rooms. Cluster
Okay.
rooms mean, in order to make children comfortable, then the teacher sits down with 15 students of the class and then have a discussion and find out what are their doubts. So who's working more? More than the students, the
Teacher.
teachers are.
So true,
And
ma'am.
remember,
So
every
true.
teacher has reached into the drawing room of the parent, of the child.
Yeah.
A teacher is sitting in the drawing room. And because she's reaching out to everybody and everybody is attending to her lesson. So she is
Right.
very, very vulnerable.
Right.
She is being,
So true.
she, yeah. So, it is very easy to kind of point out.
Actually, to
And
point out.
say that,
True. True.
yes, that,
True.
oh, she
True.
could have done, oh, she's not
That
prepared. Oh, look
so
how she's
true.
looking. So, we have to be constantly on our best. And
Right.
no day can be, today is not a good day for me. No, you are visible to everybody. So
True.
I
So
feel
true.
that is why the teachers are real COVID healers, because they have worked very hard, and it is
Very hard.
because of education that the education front is going on. There was never a pause in
Never
education.
a pause. True. So
Yes.
true, Mala ma'am. And I'm sure that people who are listening to us right now and then later when they'll watch, the people who talk about hybrid model and they have some myth that teachers aren't working or their working hours have been reduced, they must have got an idea that now it is so tough and
Yes.
teachers are working 24/7, whether it is
Very
preparing the
good.
slides, to
Yeah.
giving the
Yes.
lecture, to even talking to the parents. Because post-COVID, I've even realized,
Yeah.
Mala ma'am, that teachers are giving this personalized touch as well because
Absolutely. Personalized attention is there, personalized classes is there, teachers,
uh,
real-time counselors, because
yeah.
everybody staying in one room, the parents also working at home, children also, and there is a particular spot where the Wi-Fi connection is best,
True.
at homes also. So,
Yeah.
everybody, there's a tussle to be on that spot and constantly facing each other. Uh, Not easy for children, not
Yeah.
easy for adults.
Yeah.
And that is why there is an overwhelming response from the parent side also, that we are very keen to send our students, our kids to.
True. True.
And that's very good, because I think uh, new normal will be like this only, where
Yes.
we will be, working with the mutant strains of this virus.
Right.
Being a biologist, I know it will not go just like that. The
Yeah.
mutant strains are going to come. They will keep weakening the virus, and it will
Weakening the
take
virus.
to get rid
True.
of the virus.
So
Yeah.
true, so true. Mala ma'am, I have received one question from a parent of your school. This
I,
is
it's
Springdales, Pusa
Allah.
Road. So the question is, there is a set of students who were in KG or class 1
Mm,
when lockdown prompted closure of schools. Now
yeah.
they are in class 2nd or 3rd.
Yes.
This batch actually didn't get used to idea of school as regular part of their life and attended online classes. How
Yes.
challenging it would be to bring them back to school and
It,
make them attend school regularly because their idea of school is from home only
yes.
for almost 2 years.
Yeah.
I think,
Now, question itself is a testimony to the fact that how much teachers are working. When we are calling children in a staggered manner, if it is a
yeah,
school, a child, the headmistress is standing at the gate with complete team of teachers and class 4. And we are all working together as a team. We are taking the children to the classroom, we are making them comfortable. And today I was surprised that when I entered my school, there was a group of children of, I think, second class. Second class. So
okay,
second class means they must have attended only nursery in school. Now they looked at me because for them, I am the visible face because I'm addressing them. And the
yeah,
small child, wearing a mask, was waiting for me to respond, and he looks at me and says, "Good morning, Ma'am Mala." And I was so happy that how can a small child recognize me or know me? And then I realized it's because constantly we are talking. It is because of that they
yes,
understand and they feel very cheerful.
yeah,
From point of view, if you see, they are looking forward to come to school. I didn't have any case where crying happened, even in nursery. Even
wow,
in nursery. So the school has engaged in nice toys, made the classroom very colorful, welcoming. Uh, I'm going to, start an activity where I'm going to, make nesting as an activity for my
wow,
children from nursery onwards, where the children will be taught to make nest. And we are trying to get back our sparrows, which have almost become endangered in our area. So
yeah.
this is something I'm starting so that children feel happy coming to the school.
Happy coming to school. True.
When they
So true.
be, when they will be going to feed the birds or make
Yeah.
their own nest and hang their nest. Also, I'm trying to talk to my nursery parents and request them to put plants in the school. We have identified some trees, and so I think that belongingness will come in.
Yes.
Like if a child
Yes.
plants the sapling of, let's say, bottle brush, so he will always be visiting his sapling, see it grow, and that feel of belongingness will come in.
Belongingness will come in. True.
Two things will happen. Not only the green cover of the school will increase, I can have an environment audit in my school, and I can bring back sparrows which have disappeared from this area. So we are trying to do new things in order to keep our children more engaging. Because
Yeah.
yes, for them this is absolutely a new kind of an idea, coming to the
Right.
school, coming to
Right.
the school and physically studying in the school.
So true.
Yeah.
Mala ma'am, before I conclude my conversation with you, which is going so, lively and so candid that I'm myself enjoying talking to
I,
you virtually. So,
yes.
Mala ma'am, your message to the students who would be writing their class 12th exam this year.
Yeah. So I know because I'm teaching my 12th standard biology students. Just see that your school has taken care of you. CBSE has taken care of you
Yes.
because they've kind of made it a little more easier by bringing in a semester system in a
Yeah.
manner that you don't have the pressure of doing 22 chapters or 18 chapters in one go. Now you're
Yeah.
looking at 10 chapters or 11 chapters max or 7, 8 chapters. So I think things are good for you. But at
Mm.
the same time, come out of your comfort zone and prepare according to the format given by the CBSE. because you have two goals to fulfill. A, you have to score well in CBSE, and B, if you are planning to get into DU, my dear children, the board exams marks are not going to give you admission. You have to take an entrance exam. And
Yeah.
so real time study only will help you. Study hard, don't be selective, and have confidence in yourself. Your school has prepared you well. Now it is your turn to give your best.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much, Mala ma'am, for coming live with me today. It was so
My
lovely. This conversation has gone so lovely today. Thank you.
Prerna, you made me very young. First time I've installed Instagram because of you. Okay, good.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye. Take care.
Bye.